in this moment, like, oh God, what did I just do? But let me take away the scale. What's this feeling?
Depression.
Depression, sadness, grieving, loss. Okay? Emotions live in our body. Now, the most important reason we have to address emotion in our practice is that alexithymia, which is literally no words for mood, is one of the strongest correlates of disordered eating. What this means is, if you don't know what is going on in your emotions, if you cannot feel what is going on in your emotions, if you live, like I like to say, from the eyebrows up, you live from the eyebrows up, or if you cannot express what is going on for you, you are much more likely to have disordered eating. And I call it disordered eating because it has a variety of manifestations. I don't call it an eating disorder. I call it disordered eating because it's a phenomenon. It's a thing that we do. Right? It's not a thing that we are, it's a thing that we do. And it's a very diverse phenomenon. Alexithymia is one of the strongest correlates of disordered eating there is. Not your childhood, not anything else. Alexithymia. And eating, or controlling our eating, allows us to cope with the things that we cannot name or will not name. The things, the truths that we will not speak. So the eating speaks for us, or the not eating. The eating or the not eating is the truth that our body speaks. Okay? So if we think sometimes, if I can control my eating, then I can control how I feel. Or we might feel, I am completely out of control right now. I am completely out of control of everything. Or, again, we restrict and then lose it. And many people feel like, okay, that's great, Krista, I get the whole like bongos and rainbows emotion stuff, but I'm afraid that if I loose this iron grip that I have, it will spew and I will never control it. It will be too much. I can't deal with it. I'm here to tell you, you will survive it. It will be okay, and that's not how it works. Okay? And we'll go back to that in a second. So the common thread is that we're using food and eating or not eating to cope with the emotions that we can't express. We can do, quick trick here, we can do an opposite day. Bring our emotions to our awareness. And however you can express yourself, do it. In my counseling practice, I use crayons. I love crayons. Crayons somehow tap us into the right brain, the kid in us, right? So if we can't say what we're feeling, we can often draw what we're feeling, or there's got to be a way to express it. Who here learned on the mind-body scan? So folks are familiar with it. Mind-body scan is a great way to start learning how to do this. So after your next few mind-body scans, just take a few notes or draw a little picture or something. See what precipitates, see what patterns you notice. But the bottom line is, the only thing worse than feeling a painful feeling is not feeling it. So many of our clients come to us feeling bad. They're sort of like feeling non-specifically bad. Well, when we feel bad, we often do things, remember, coping mechanism, to not feel bad. And that makes very good logical sense. It's just that often we layer multiple problems. So let's say I'm sad, and I drink to feel better. Well, that works pretty good in the beginning. Okay, I don't feel bad anymore, woo! 10 years later, I'm an alcoholic. Now I have another problem. I haven't solved my sad, and now I'm an alcoholic. Now I have two problems. So don't layer problems on problems. Go back to the original feelings. At some point in the lean eating journey, you have to face the demons that are driving you. It has to happen in order for this to be successful. Now, I don't mean you should wallow in it. I don't mean you should be miserable. I mean you got to turn around and say, what's chasing me? Fear, shame, sadness? What is it? What's chasing me? Let's talk about healthy versus unhealthy emotions. So it's important to understand that I'm not saying, oh, you got to think positive all the time or anything like that. Sad, anger, all those negative emotions can be very healthy emotions. They're healthy when they're in the right place at the right time. Okay? If someone kicks sand in my face and I get mad, that's healthy. Anger is what happens